King Edward VI College, Centre number 20570, Theatre Studies Unit 2, Performance of Animal Farm. My name is Connor Edwards, my candidate number is 8375. I play Benjamin the Donkey, the Pigeon, Mr Jones and the Storyteller.
My name is Emma Chadwick, my candidate number is 8228 and I play Clover and Storyteller.
My name is Shakira Lou, my candidate number is 8762 and I play Napoleon, Moses and the Storyteller.
My name is Emma Warman, my candidate number is 9260 and I play Snowball, the Pigeon and the Storyteller.
My name is Owen Flatman, my candidate number is 8415 and I play Old Major, Squealer and the Storyteller.
My name is Finlay Robinson, my candidate number is 9025 and I play Boxer and Storyteller.
My name is Jaspreet Kaur, my candidate number is 9130 and I play Molly and the Sheep.
Mr Jones is the man farmed up the hen houses for the night, but was too drunk to remember to shut the potholes. With the ring of light from his lantern dancing from side to side, he lurched across the courtyard, drew himself a large glass of beer from the barrel in the scullery, and fell asleep in his armchair alongside Mrs Jones. As soon as the light went out, there was a stirring and a fluttering all through the farm. Word had gone round during the day. Old Major, the prize little white boar, had a strange dream on the previous night, and he wished to communicate it to the other animals. Comrades, I will tell you about my dream last night. I cannot describe that dream to you, but it was a dream of earth as it shall be when man has done it. However, in my dream, it reminded me of something I had long forgotten. My mother, she used to sing a song to me, a song of which she only knew the tune and the first 3 words. I had known that tune in my infancy, but it had long since passed out of my mind. However, last night in my dream, the tune it came back to me, and what is more, so did the words of which I am certain were sung by beasts of long ago. I will sing that song to you now, comrades, and when I have, you can sing it better for yourselves. It is called Beasts of England. Beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime, hearken to my joyful tidings of the golden future time. Sooner or later, the day is coming, tyrant man shall be overthrown, and the fruitful fields of England shall be trod by beasts alone.
3 nights later, Old Major died peacefully in his sleep. But during the next 3 months, there was much secret activity. So the teaching and organising everybody was done by the pigs, who were the cleverest of the animals. Now, the 3 most important pigs were Snowball, Napoleon, and Squealer. They began to develop a system of thought based on what Old Major had said and called it animalism. And And then there was Moses, the tame raven. He was Mr. Jones's special pet.
Yeah, hallelujah! Gather round, brothers and sisters. We're all gonna live on sugar cane mountain. Up there, friends, up there, just on the other side of the dark clouds, there lies sugar candy mountain, that happy country where we, poor animals, shall rest forever from our labors. After we die, I say, after we die, we're gonna live in that land where it's Sunday, 7 days a week, clovers in season all year round, and lump sugar and linseed cake are on the hedges.
But of late, Mr. Jones had taken to drinking more than was good for him.
Ah! You filthy animal! Ah! Yeah! What's this? dislike milking apples. I dislike them myself. Our sole object in taking these things is to preserve our health. Milking apples, comrades, this has been proven by science, contain substances absolutely necessary to the well-being of a pig. We pigs are brain workers. The whole management and organisation of this farm depends on us. Do you know what would happen if we pigs failed in our duty? Jones would come back! Surely, comrades, surely there is no one among you who wishes to see Jones back.
What happened at the meeting?
Why weren't you there?
I was working hard at getting the harvest in. Forgot about the meeting, didn't realise you were all gone.
Well, that's a pity. We'll just have to try and be on time in the future.
Molly.
Clover the mayor, Boxer's workmate. Sir, what happened at the meeting? Did Comrade Napoleon speak?
No. Squealer did.
What did he say? Oh, please, you must tell me.
Molly asked about the milk and the apples, which the pigs are keeping for themselves.
And the lumps of sugar from the farmhouse.
Yes, squealers and pigs need those things to help them run the farm better.
Is that true?
Of course it isn't. It's absolute rubbish.
No. Really? Is that what Schooner said?
Yes, they don't have those things. They won't be able to think properly. And then Jones might come back.
Oh,
He always used to give me sugar.
you don't want that.
No, so we all agreed that it was best. All the milk and apple was saved for the pigs.
And he let me wear pretty ribbons.
And do you think that's right, Clover?
Well, everyone agreed, so it must be.
There was one red.
Was Comrade Napoleon there?
Yes,
And did he agree?
yes, he asked Squealer to speak in the first place.
One blue.
Well, if Comrade Napoleon says it, then it must be right.
Honestly, Boxer, you are stupid. Why do you always have to agree with everything he says?
Well, he's the cleverest animal on the farm, isn't he? So he must.
Benjamin's clever. Moses is clever. So was Mrs. Jones. She used to let me wear pretty ribbons all the time.
Oh, Molly, stop going on about your ribbons. You look silly in them anyway.
Did not. Not silly. At least I can read and write better than you, Clover. Or you, Boxer.
Boxer works harder than anyone else. He doesn't have much time to learn to read and write.
How much of your ABC can you say? They can't say as much as me. I can get to M, which starts my name.
Oh, I can say a bit.
Oh, man. Let's hear it.
A. B. C.
There you
Give
see.
him a chance, let him have it, please.
A. C. B.
A, Molly, C,
Molly.
D, F,
Molly!
Comrades, since some of you have had difficulty in learning to read and write, we have managed to reduce the principles of animalism to a single, easily remembered maxim. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Can the sheep remember it?
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Early in October, news arrived that Jones and all his men were coming up the track that led to the farm. Snowball
Who had studied an old book of Julius Caesar's campaigns?
gave his orders quickly.
Molly disappeared. Nothing was heard of her until one day a pigeon reported.
I saw her between the shaft of a small trap hanging red and black outside the pub. A fat, red-faced man was stroking her nose and beating her with sugar. He wore a scarlet ribbon, rained her full off, and she looked like she was enjoying herself.
After that, none of the animals ever mentioned Molly again.
It's all very well, Comrade Snowball, but I still maintain sowing a bigger acreage of oats will serve us better through the winter, and that the soil on the hillside is more suitable for root vegetables.
Another meeting, another argument between Napoleon and Snowball.
But, Comrade Napoleon, you still haven't heard the most important part of my plan yet.
Oh yes? What's that?
The building of a windmill.
A what?
A machine. Operated by the wind to generate electricity. To make life easier for all of us. The small hill in the long pasture is the highest point in the farm, right? After surveying the ground, I have decided that it is the best place to build a windmill, which could be made to operate a dynamo and supply the farm with electrical power. It could provide light for our stores and keep them warm in the winter. It could also run a circular saw, a chain cutter, a mango slicer, and an electrical milking machine. This farm is old-fashioned. We only have primitive machinery. The power of a windmill would make our work so much easier and leave us free to pursue more noble tasks.
Well, Comrade, how do you feel about Snowball's plan?
I'm not saying it will be easy. We shall have to build walls, make sails, and find dynamos and cables, but I calculate the whole thing could be finished within a year, and after that, so much labour will be saved that we shall only have to work 3 days a week. Comrades, think of that!
And I say that the year would be better spent increasing food production. And the greatest concern at the moment is we spend time wasting on this windmill and we'll all starve to death.
Take a Snowball with a 3-day week.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, vote for Napoleon and the poor major.
Have you done it, comrades?
Comrade, let us not argue. Let us vote on the matter and abide by the decision of the majority. Now, I say that this windmill idea is a piece of nonsense, and I advise you all to vote against it.
Let us rid ourselves of the chains of sordid labour. Electricity can do that for us. Just picture our lives when the wonders of science have freed us from our daily toils. The windmill could operate ploughs, harrows, rollers, reapers and binders, besides supplying each store with light, hot and cold water and a heater. Let us move forward, comrades, to an age of true freedom. Let us forge the future of animal farm in this white heat of technology.
From now on, comrades, the weekly meetings will come be giving your orders, but there will be no more debates.
Comrades, I hope you all appreciate the sacrifice Comrade Napoleon has made on putting this extra labour upon himself. Do not imagine, comrade, that leadership is pleasure. On the contrary, it is a deep and heavy responsibility. No one believes more firmly than Comrade Napoleon that all animals are equal, and you would be only too happy to let you make a decision for yourselves. But say you were to make the wrong decision, comrade, then where would we be? Say you had decided to go ahead with Snowball and his moonshine of windmills. Snowball, who as we know is no better than a criminal.
He fought bravely in the Battle of the Cowshed.
But bravery is not enough, comrades. Loyalty and obedience are more important. And as for the Battle of the Cowshed, I believe that the time will come when we see that his part in it was much exaggerated. Discipline, comrades. Iron discipline. That is the watchword for today. One false step and our enemy shall be upon us. And there's none of you who wish to see Jones back. Very well then. Let Comrade Napoleon's dedication be a shining example upon us all. Was it not he, after all, who said, all habits of man are evil, and no animal shall ever tyrannize over another animal?
The holding of the meetings means that Jones will come back, and there must be no more meetings. Napoleon says it, so it must be right.
Oh, he does, comrades, he does. And one other thing. Comrade Napoleon has decided to go ahead with the plans to build the windmill. Now, this will require a very special effort from you all, as it means we will have to continue running the farm while the windmill is being built. It might even be necessary to reduce your rations. I can understand your surprise, comrades, but you see, Comrade Napoleon never really opposed the idea of the windmill. In fact, it was his idea in the first place. And Comrade Snowball just stole it from him to look better in your eyes.
I just think they're strongly against that meeting there.
That was Comrade Napoleon's cunning. He only seemed to oppose the windmill to get rid of that traitor Snowball. It was a bad influence upon you all. Now that he is out of the way, we can get on with the job. Tactics, comrades. That is what is known as tactics.
Napoleon is always right.
All animals will work a 60-hour week, and in future there will be work on Sunday afternoons as well. This work will be strictly voluntary, of course, but any animal not seen reporting for work will have his rations cut by half. In addition, comrades, animal farm will now begin to engage in trade with a labouring farm, not of course for any commercial purpose, but simply to obtain essential materials such as paraffin, nails, string, and iron for the horses' shoes. Therefore, I am making arrangements to sell a stack of hay, part of the current year's wheat crops, and a percentage of the egg yield if necessary. We should welcome this contribution towards building a windmill. And have no fear, none of you need come into contact with human beings, which would be most undesirable. I shall take the burden upon myself and make all the arrangements.
Benjamin, the donkey.
Didn't we pass a resolution some time back about not having nothing to do with human beings and not engaging in trade?
I can't remember that.
And it was money too. We're not supposed to handle money.
I don't know about that, Benjamin. Why are you so miserable? Aren't you happier now that Jones has gone?
But I don't see anything to laugh at. Donkeys live a long time. None of you has ever seen a dead donkey. God gave me a tail to keep off the flies. But I seem to have no tail and no flies.
I think Benjamin may
about that Clover. I've told you before. Don't listen to Benjamin. He's a nice little fellow and he gets his work done all right. But he's always grumbling and walking around the place looking gloomy.
I know, but he is older than the rest of us. He can remember everything, and he can read much better than you or I can.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, nothing really.
Look, I work as hard as I possibly can. I get up an hour earlier in the morning and often work late in the evening. We need to get the windmill finished. I haven't got time to look at books or to learn to read and write. It's what you're best at that counts.
Yes, of course, Boxer. Nobody works harder than you do, and we respect you for it. It's just that sometimes things don't seem to happen the way our manager said they would.
We mustn't think too hard about it, Clover. We must trust Napoleon. He knows best.
I'm sure you're right.
Any for them, Comrade Boxer?
Clover and I were just discussing Comrade Napoleon's speech on trains.
What conclusions did you come to?
Oh, that he's right, of course. It's just that old Benjamin, you know how he is. He seemed to think that we passed some resolution about not talking to humans or trading with them. And Clover.
Yes?
I thought he might be right.
Are you sure this is not something you have said, Comrade? You only imagine we passed these resolutions because of the lies spread by that traitor Snowball. Have you any record of them? Are they written down anywhere? No! Of course they aren't. So let's all get on with our work and leave Comrade Napoleon to worry about these other things.
There you are, you see. Napoleon is always right. If he thinks it's best that we should sell things, then that is what we should do.
Yes, but Manager didn't warn us about having anything to do with human beings, and what he said now should guide us in what we do.
He isn't with us anymore. If he was, he'd agree with Napoleon.
That's something we'll never know.
No, of course not.
But Benjamin does know an awful lot about these things.
Oh, don't start about him again.
Have you ever seen a dead donkey?
Indeed.
I'd sooner have no tail and no flies.
All the time. I don't know what he's going on about. If you ask me, all that thinking's made him a bit soft in the head.
But I'm not asking you, I'm just saying, I think he might be right.
Maybe. Mine. Nah, you're as bad as it is you are talking in riddles. Come on, back to work. That'll solve anything.
Boxer!
I've seen them.
What?
I said I've seen them. It was Squealer and Napoleon and all the other pigs. They moved into the farmhouse. They're living there.
I don't believe you.
But Boxer, it's true. I looked through one of the kitchen windows of the farmhouse and there was Squealer. He was sitting in a chair. He had his feet up on the table and he was reading a newspaper.
I simply don't believe you.
That's not all. All the other pigs were sitting round the table munching apples and drinking milk.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I know what I've seen.
Well, I think that's going a bit too far, don't you, Boxer?
Well, maybe they needed to be in the farmhouse. So that...
But Boxer, that's not all. One of the pigeons flew past one of the upstairs windows of the farmhouse, and you'll never guess what she saw. Oh, go on, tell them what you saw. Well, in the big room where Miss Brooks is Japanese listening, in the big bed.
Napoleon was stretched out on the bed, fast asleep, snoring very loudly.
Very loudly. There, you see?
How could you see all this if you flew past the window?
She didn't just fly past one of the upstairs windows, did you? Go on.
I perched on the windowsill and had a good look.
Good luck, comrades.
I saw Napoleon asleep in the bed.
Yes, comrade. The window was open.
When was this?
About 2 hours ago, comrade.
Napoleon works hard for all of us. Maybe he was working late last night and got tired.
But he was sleeping in a bed.
Well, so what?
The fourth commandment. Boxer, stop being so stubborn.
You leave me out of it. I just want to get on with my work. You tell them about it, Gulliver. Nobody ever listens to me. Bring it over there to me.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not very good at speaking in front of all the others. Benjamin, the best of you did it.
No. If you start, I'll carry on.
You be careful, Gulliver. Don't get mixed up in something which is going to upset things.
Benjamin, read the fourth commandment.
It says, no animal shall sleep in a bed with sheets.
So, comrades, you've heard that we pigs are now sleeping in the beds at the farmhouse. And why not? Surely you did not suppose there was ever a ruling against beds. A bed really means a place to sleep in. A bunch of straw in a stall. That is a bed, properly regarded. No, the ruling was against sheets, which are a human invention. We have removed the sheets from the farmhouse bed and sleep between blankets, which are very comfortable, but not more comfortable than we need, comrades. I assure you, with all that brain work we kids are doing nowadays. You would not have us too tired to carry out our work, would you? None of you wish to see Jones, right? Well!
No, comrade.
Very well then. Because he will come back, I assure you, if we pigs are not left to our work in peace and quiet.
There you are, you see. I told you not to meddle.
No, then the cave with strong winds and tarantula